This is the plaintiff, Sue Gully. She says the defendant is her son, and it pains her to have to sue him in court for a loan she made to him, but she needs her money. It's been 2 years. She's at her wit's end with her son over this, but he needs to learn a lesson about responsibility. And she thinks the court might be able to teach him a thing or two about that, because she has obviously failed. She's suing for $1,500, the amount owed. This is the defendant, Jason Faust. He says his mother, the plaintiff, did give him the money to get his car fixed, and he gave her the car to pay off the loan. Turns out his sister took the car from his mother. She drove it into the ground, ended up junking it, and now his mother, for some bizarre reason, thinks he should pay her back the $1,500. Huh? He's accused of messing with his mom. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $600 for property taxes he paid for his mother.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff is suing her son because he has no sense of responsibility and flagrantly stiffed her. But the defendant says they're square and his sister's the real villain. It's the case of the son also rises in court.
Thank you, Douglas. Sue Gully, you are suing your son, Jason Faust, for $1,500 that you say he owes you and refuses to repay. You have a counterclaim against your mama for $600 in property taxes that you paid for a car that you say you shouldn't have had to pay because it was given to her. Tell me what happened here.
Your Honor, my son, car broke down in September.
Of what year?
2011. Okay, it took 4 months to get it fixed. So he told me he had a good job, and in December, right before Christmas, he asked for a loan to get this car repaired. So me and my husband discussed it, and my husband said no, I said yes. I went forward and took the money out of the bank and paid for the car repaired.
Okay, and then what happened? What was the payment schedule? When was he supposed to pay you back?
He promised me $50 a week.
Until he paid it off? Okay.
Right.
And then what happened?
Okay, so when the car got out of the shop, we both went and got the car out. 3 weeks later, Jason got incarcerated. He got arrested. Drug charge, I don't know, he was arrested.
What were you arrested for?
I had pending case.
What was the pending case?
I think possession of marijuana or something.
And she's describing 3 weeks after you get the car out, you got arrested.
She just has it confused.
Okay.
My lawyer told me I had 30 days to get my affairs in order.
Okay, so you always knew you were going in?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about the car. She says she loaned you $1,500 to get the repairs and get the car out of wherever it was.
When I had 30 days, I started getting my affairs in order. I had 2 cars at the time. I given 1 car to my sister and 1 to my mother. I just told my mom she needed a car, and she always wanted to borrow my cars anyways. I said, listen, the car costs $1,500 to get it out. They put a new engine in it. If you want to pay for repairs, you can have the car. If not, I'm just going to leave it because I'm going away for 2 years. So she said, okay, we went down there.
How much marijuana was it?
It was more for my violation. Probation was 5 years, so they gave me half of that. So they gave me 2.5 years.
What were you on probation for? Same thing?
Drug sales when I was younger.
So this was, and what was the quantity of the sale originally? Just give me a rough figure. You know what it was. What are you pretending you don't know? Just go ahead. You're making it worse than it is. Just answer the question.
I don't know, like maybe 100 grams cocaine.
And how much of what?
Cocaine.
Okay, and what was the second one, the one they busted you, was for how much? What was the quantity?
Oh, that was because I got pulled over with marijuana, and it just violated my whole probation.
A personal use amount?
Yeah.
Okay.
That just violated all the...
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
All right, so you know you're going in.
Yeah.
Because you had a 30-day surrender.
Yeah.
Then you tell your mother, if you want to get the car, you got to pay $1,500. And then what was your plan once you got out? Because you were getting out eventually. Let's assume the car was running great right now.
Well, I had 2 cars. My sister was holding the car that I was going to keep when I got out.
And your mom was holding this car.
Keep that one.
Okay.
So in the meantime...
Wait, your mom was going to keep that one?
Yeah.
Or your mom was going to hold that one?
No, she could have it. If she buys it to get it out of the shop...
Well, then why is it that for 2 years while you were in, you paid Did you pay the property taxes on it?
When I got home, yes.
Okay, why would you pay the property taxes when you got home on it unless you intended for that car to be yours again?
No, I was forced to pay that taxes
Because
when
it was
I
under
go
your
register
name.
a new car because the plates still. I went to them with the papers. I was in jail. It doesn't matter. The plates were never turned in my name. So me and my sister
Who was
do our
driving the
insurance
car?
together.
Ma'am, don't do that. Who was driving the car for those 2 years?
Well, what happened was we got the car out, okay? He got arrested 3 weeks later. No title to the car is paid off, the Focus that was repaired. He did not give us the surrender of the title of the red car, the green car, the Focus car that I'm suing for. Okay? It was at my house and my husband's place for a month. Okay? Listen to this. He secretly told my daughter, that's my daughter, they went to visit each other in prison, told her where the title of the car was. She got hold of the title. She stole the car out of the driveway.
Your daughter?
Right.
Your son, according to you, borrows money and doesn't pay it back, goes to jail on a probation violation, tells your sister where the title is, and your daughter steals the car.
Yes.
These are your children.
Yes, ma'am.
So would you sue your son if he flagrantly stiffed you?
You know what? My mother would sue me for sure.
Would she sue you?
Yes, she would. If I caught her out of money, she would.
Huh. What do you say?
No, that's your child.
Well, what if it's, I don't know, what if it's $1,000?
It's $1,000.
What if
Money
it's
comes and goes.
$10,000?
Money comes and goes.
$100,000?
It's your child.
$1 million?
Came out of me.
$5 million?
It's money.
$10 million? You're crazy.
It's
You're
money.
lying. You're lying.
Well, I've never had $10 million, so I wouldn't know.
You can have it if you sue your damn son. Jeez. Going inside the courtroom.
Why do your children hate you so?
They don't. They're just spoiled, rotten kids.
But what did you do wrong that you raised such spoiled,
Nothing.
rotten kids?
All I did was work and pay all their fines. All I did was pay and pay and pay. They just used me. My husband was...
Who's the lady chicken necking behind you? That's not the sister.
She is the witness of this because that's his ex-girlfriend.
You brought your son's ex-girlfriend to court when you're suing your son?
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Because she was involved in this scam of him beating over his mother's car that I paid, and he lied. She was there.
Who drove? Stand up, please. What's your name?
Cindy Thomas.
Do you have children with him?
Yes.
How many?
2.
What is your relationship like with him?
Ex just don't want nothing to do with him. He's despicable.
Do you have to talk to each other over the children?
Yeah.
Okay.
Court issues.
Okay. So you thought it would be a good idea to come here and side with her?
Oh, I'm not siding with her. It's just because it's true.
Okay, so tell me what you know.
He was living with me at the time when he got the cars. And he always used his mother for everything, and I didn't like that. So finally, after he kept going back and forth to jail for parole, probation, all of it, he made his mother pay to fix the cars, and then he told her, I'm not paying you back. Then he tells her, oh, you can keep the cars, but then like she said, he told his sister, go get it.
So where's the car?
I have no idea. Once they took it from
Where's
her
the
house.
car?
Ask him, I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Well, do you talk to your daughter? Do you not talk to your daughter?
Right. We don't talk after what he did to
Where's
me.
the car?
Ask my
Both
son.
of the cars went to the junkyard because my sister stole the car. But
Yeah, but how was she able to steal the car?
her husband let her in the house. She went in their room and got the key and whatever else and took, because her husband told me this. I said, how did Amy get the key? So Amy's whole...
So did you tell your sister, here's the title?
No. When we went to the car shop
Where's
that
the
day...
sister right now?
She's in
Do you
Florida.
talk to her?
Yeah, I called her last night in case you need to call her.
And she said what?
Because my sister kind of made a big problem with the family doing this, going to steal the car. Her whole thing was, she's not driving the car. It's insured in my name. My sister does insurance for both of us. We used to. And
So it's insured in her name.
my mother had no license. So she's like, I said, well, I paid for the registration. Just give mom the car. You got one car, she got one car. She's like, no, because the insurance only carries my name and Amy's name and not my mom's name.
Your mother doesn't have a license?
Doesn't have a license.
You don't have a license?
I just never did, and
Okay, so your sister thought she was doing the right thing by getting the car away from her because she can't drive?
Yeah, because my mom was taking the car to the casino like every weekend, and my sister just took the car because she had no license. And I told her, why are you doing that? Because now my mother always holds me responsible because I'm older, and it comes back. So the $1,500 is coming back to me now, but Amy sold a car, so Amy technically owes you that money, and I paid her like $700 back because she always bothering me. At $700, I stopped. They said, Amy got to give you the other half of the $1,500. So, and now I do the counterclaim because...
Did he pay you part of it?
No, Your Honor.
He didn't pay you a penny?
Nothing.
Did he pay you $700 for something else?
No, I have the, I think the
Do you have proof that you paid $700?
Yeah, we're under oath, and the
No,
$50...
that's not proof.
The
That's
$50...
both of you are flapping your gums and saying the opposite thing. So now I'm asking you, do you have proof you paid her $700?
No, but she said earlier $50 a week payments.
Right, I know, and then she says you never paid anything because you went to jail right away.
I've been paying... Okay.
So how could you, when did you pay her if you were in jail?
In 13, I've been home.
Okay, so then I just need proof that you've been
I
paying her
can't. It
all
was
these-
cash every week, Your Honor.
Yeah, but you know,
$30,
you're not getting along with her. According to you, you don't have to pay anything because you gave her the car, and you want me to believe that you've been paying her. I need to see it. I need to see that you're not just saying that because you feel that you're half responsible and your sister Amy's half responsible. You know, that you're all of a sudden saying, but I paid half.
There should have been no payments because the agreement was, do you want to come get the car? You can keep the car, or I'm going to leave it there.
Right. So say you. What she says is that the agreement is, it's his car, it's still under his name, it was always under his name, it was never in her name, right? And I never agreed to take the car, and I didn't have the car because he told his sister how to steal it. Sometimes if it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, and walks like a duck, it's just a duck. It's your car. It's under your name. You never gave them a title. You can't say she kind of bought the car for $1,500, so it's her car, that's her problem. And then you'd never provide them with the title, so they can't even register it. So they didn't buy the car by paying your bill unless they bought the car. And part of buying a car is you get a title so you can register it in your name. So it may have been the plan for them to have the car, but if they didn't and your sister ended up taking it, you've got to beef with your sister, but you got a bill you got to pay. $1,500 verdict for the plaintiff on your counterclaim for $600 so that she pay the property taxes on a car she didn't have that was in your name, $0.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So the plaintiff prevails. Jason Faust is on his way out of the court. Step over here, Jason, for just a moment. I mean, I think people are probably amazed at the relationship you have with your mother. There is no relationship, is there?
No,
What is there?
it's just a car issue. Get me worked out.
No, she calls you a scam artist, you know?
No, she just, I don't know.
Do you ever talk to her?
Yeah, we see each other on holidays and stuff. And
You do?
This has been going on, long going on. She was supposed to keep the car. I don't know what happened. My sister took the car from her.
Okay, good enough.
Okay.
Thank you very much. You must sign some documents. Here comes Mrs. Gully.
Yes.
Do you really have a relationship with your son? Doesn't sound like you have much of a relationship with your kids at all, do you? Or do you?
Yes, I do.
You do?
He only lives 2 miles from my house.
You see him frequently?
Yes, because of my grandkids. Because of my grandkids.
Right.
He's still constantly using
Okay, well, it sounds like a kind of a strange situation either way.
But I won.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank
Good
you.
for you. Okay, you're happy. At least somebody is. Thank you, Harvey.
Okay, Doug, look, if you're in a dispute with a relative and, you know, it's on the verge of going to court, get a neutral third party, even a lawyer, to sit down with you and just figure out who's right and who's wrong, because once that becomes clear from a neutral party, it's a way of ending the dispute.